For hunters and anglers in 2022, Wyoming provided solid opportunity for hunters. A little bit tougher year, though, for anglers, due to drought conditions that continue to affect parts of the state. Wyoming Game and Fish Department Director Brian Nesvik says hunters in Wyoming reported good success in the field despite a dry fall. And in some waters of the state, the dry year also made its presence felt.
Despite kind of some pretty dry conditions and maybe a little bit later fall than normal, a little bit warmer fall than normal, I think for the most part, hunters did well. There was definitely really good horn growth on pronghorn this year, and I have heard a lot of reports that people were finding a few more mule deer. Of course, elk are doing great in Wyoming right now. Anglers a little bit tougher. You know, the very dry conditions last spring and then through the summer created some difficulties for sure with some of our anglers, and that's been a couple years in a row now. Lower water, warmer water temperatures coming earlier in the summer, those kind of things. But, you know, certainly in the early part of the season, anglers did well.
The department made major strides for both sportsmen and wildlife in the form of multiple access agreements and acquisitions, providing thousands of additional acres of access to hunters and anglers, and wildlife crossing projects to address high rates of wildlife vehicle collisions. Nesvik also cites the Wyoming Game and Fish Commission's investment in mule deer research. $5.3 million will be spent over the next 5 years for the Mule Deer Monitoring Project, a deeper study into the management and prosperity of mule deer using new tools and technologies to gather more data on why mule deer populations are declining across the West. For 2023, Nesvik says a full-court press will be employed on keeping aquatic invasive species out of Wyoming, with renewed efforts and resources going to prevent zebra and quagga mussels coming into the state and preventing or reducing impacts of invasive grasses like cheatgrass, ventonata, and medusa head. He says the department is also looking forward to completion of the I-25 Wildlife Crossing project between KC and Buffalo in 2023. This is Ray Hageman with the Wyoming Game and Fish Department.